Okay guys, I'm Coach Ty Garrett. This is my friend Coach Josh. We're going over the ground portion of our basic training. These are the techniques you need to graduate out of the white belt class and bump up to the intermediate class. We've split it up into our striking was video 1, video 2 was takedowns and solo exercises, video 3 are ground techniques. So we'll start off with our sweeps. First sweep we're going to do is from the guard when he's on his knees. So he's all the way on his knees, in between my legs, inside the guard. Several different ways to do this technique. Essentially, I want to stop his ability to touch the ground. I'm going to shrink, get completely to my side. I'm going to rock and roll. This is called the scissor sweep. My legs are going to act like scissors. My bottom leg pulls, my top leg kicks as I go to the mount. So one more time, full speed. Go double sleeve or sleeve and collar. Don't let his hand hit the ground as I go to the mount. Another sweep we learned is the double heel sweep. I'll let you do this one, Mr. Blank. This time I'm not on my knees, I'm on my feet. This is very dangerous because I can rain down big punches. He's either going to put his feet or his knees on my hips. He's going to grab my heels. He lifts his bottom up, pushes me as he pulls my feet. The double heel sweep. So he'll jump on top of me. Same move. I can do it with my knees or with my feet. Double heel sweep. Next move is the X choke. First choke we learned. You can do this choke standing. First rule of thumb. Get your thumb past his ears. If I'm here, choke's no good. Thumbs past his ears. I want to crunch and pull him towards me, and then I pull my arms. You can pull 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, or you can do one mighty pull. Cross your arms. Rule of thumb. I'm going to engage my core. Tick tock, and pull. Move also works on your knees, rule of thumb. Engage my core, tick tock. Also works from the guard. Rule of thumb, engage my core, tick tock. If he were to mount me, I'll let you coach this one. Same move, but from the mount, one difference, he's going to touch his head to the ground.
All right, so I open up the collar, thumb behind the ear, go under, thumb behind that ear, right close to his neck. I'm going to touch my head to the ground, tick tock, and pull to the top.
Woo! That's a good choke. That's the X choke. Next technique, while we have him on the ground, let me get on top of the mount. Mount stabilization. Let's say I get to the mount and now I want to choke you. If I can't stay on top, I won't be able to do any of the submissions we learned later on in the advanced training. So once I'm here, I want to be able to stay here. I like to open my knees and have my feet bite down. My chest goes low, my hands go wide, almost like Spider-Man climbing a building. As he starts to throw me around, my hands catch my balance, constantly adjusting my base, pushing back into him. He shoves me one way, catch my balance, push back into him. Once you get good at mount stabilization, we learn how to escape. So we have 3 basic ways to escape. The first one is called the oompa, which is just bridging. He's going to block one arm and one foot. So he's trapped my left arm and my left foot. He's now going to bridge and roll over as hard as he can. Boom, oompa. So one more time from a different angle. He's on top of me in the mount. I trap one arm. I've trapped his left arm. I then trap his foot. I bridge straight up. I never release my bridge. And then I roll over. That's called the oompa, or the bridge. Another way we have to escape is shrimping. Shrimping is a special way we move on the ground. So Josh can practice shrimping solo. Notice how he's going to get all the way on his side. His spine no longer touches the ground. He coils his body, he pushes his hips away. He can also shrimp if I'm standing over him. The bridge or the oompa would not work. He rolls to his side, he pushes off my knee and escapes. Let's scoot this way a little bit. Even if we're on the ground, all the way in the mount, most important, he rolls to his side, creates this frame, he's going to push his hips out that way. Boom! That is the shrimp. On the shrimp, you move your hip. Very similar technique. One of my favorites is the elbow escape. To the untrained eye, this one looks the same. I'm going to build that same frame. I dig my elbow underneath his knee. From here, I lift his knee up. I escape my leg. Once I'm here in half guard, now I can shrimp, or I can do the elbow escape again. Cool thing about elbow escape, even if I don't move my head, this move still works. If the guy follows you, or if you're pinned against the wall, the elbow escape makes a lot of sense. We're now going to go to the how to pass the guard. So we're here. I have Josh down. In the beginner class, we learned one pass on our knees and one pass standing. I like to pass standing up. One thing to be mindful of, if he kicks me in the face, boom, doesn't matter how good my jiu-jitsu is. So from here, first thing I do is I control the legs. You can go here, or if he's got gi pants on, you can grab the pants. I control his legs. I'm going to take a sumo step, then a back kick. I put my knee right on his belt. That's why it's called the X pass. My arms are making the letter X. From here, I can pin him in mount or side mount. So one time full speed. Control his legs. Put weight on his legs. Do side control. If I'm on my knees, we also have underpassing. On an underpass, I like to reach right under the hamstring. It's easier to reach. I look at my wristwatch. I look at my wristwatch. My hands connect. I load all my weight onto his knees. I try to touch his knees to his face. I walk around to the side, puff my chest up. Now I'm in a very good side control. That's our double underpass. Once I pass the guy's guard, we have a couple strategies to keep him pinned. One of my favorite is called Who's the Boss? My instructor made this up. You reach in, you grab his collar. If he's not wearing a collar, I just grab right there. From here, I don't try to choke him, but I control his body by putting pressure on his jaw and his spine. If you were to try to shrimp right now to get away, it's difficult. So I'm not choking Josh, I am pinning Josh. From here, as he starts to mess with my arm to alleviate pressure, very simple to slide my knee all the way to the mount. And the final technique, I'm gonna let my friend teach it, it's the back escape. He's gonna talk about protecting his neck. Josh is gonna talk about digging his heels in and sliding or scooping away. Final move, the back escape.
All right, so Coach Garrett has my back. This is a really dangerous position. He has a lot of submissions he can commit. So I'm gonna protect my neck first. I'm gonna protect on this side, right as he has his grips, right under my arms. Boom, I'm trapping that arm. From here, I'm gonna dig my heels into the ground like I've got cowboy spurs, and I'm gonna scoop my bottom out. As soon as my back touches the ground or either of his legs come off, I'm gonna roll to the side and grab that leg nice and tight.
Beautiful, thank you, Josh. Okay guys, that's all the ground techniques for our basic curriculum. See you on the mat.